Good look at Mizzou Arena here in Columbia, Missouri, where the Missouri Tigers at 7-2 put that record on the line against the Phoenix from Green Bay at 3-4, but coming off an 18-point come-from-behind victory in their last outing. Should be a fun night right here on the SEC Network. Davey alongside former All-American, Missouri All-American John Sunvolt. Kevin Puryear is having one heck of a year.
Yeah, Puryear has started well from down the road in the great city of Blue Springs. This kid has just been a solid leader for Cuonzo Martin. 7 times in double figures. Last time out, 20 points on only 8 shot attempts. He's been efficient. He's been tough. And like I said, Cuonzo loves his leadership with the young players.
Third time these clubs have met. First time since 2002, as you look at Missouri's starting 5, Robertson, Harris, Barnett, Tillman, and Puryear. Got some young blood in that Missouri lineup. And, of course, you get the transfer, the grad transfer, and Cassius Robertson, the man they call Cash, and he has been a real plus for this team this year. Just a great addition on the perimeter. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll go with P.J. Pipes, Khalil Small. Small, their leading scorer, had 20 points in their last outing. Hankerson, Patterson, and Jesperson get the start. This is a team that last year finished 18-14, 12-6 in the Horizon League. Problem is, they only bring back 1 starter from last year. They lost 8 guys. This is a complete revamped roster for Link Darner, who's now in his 3rd year as the head coach at Green Bay. And he will try to match wits with a former teammate of his at Purdue, Cuonzo Martin.
I talked to Coach Darner this morning. He said they've got a tough task at hands because of his new faces, and he knows Cuonzo quite well, being a teammate, and now having to coach against him. But he said if they can control some of the pace, they've got to be good defensively. He said we must rebound against this taller Missouri squad.
There it's Cuonzo Martin, and his first year, of course, here at Missouri, coming from Cal. 10th season overall as a head coach. Closing in on 200 career wins as he sits at 193, and we are now underway. Green Bay in their green jerseys against the Tigers. Good crowd on this Saturday night inside Mizzou Arena.
And Missouri has been a solid defense all year long, man-to-man defensively. Cuonzo demands it, and they only give up shooting 32% on the defensive end.
Here's P.J. Pipes baseline. Will kick it out to David Jesperson, and he knocks home the first shot.
Solid start, 36% from the three-point line is Jesperson.
Green Bay will shoot the 3. Matter of fact, when you look at some of their numbers, they have had 5 games with 20-plus three-pointers on the year. And hold on to Khalil Small. That'll be his first, obviously. Missouri will inbound it in front of that Green Bay bench.
The Phoenix, as they're called, call it RP40, relentless pressure for 40 minutes. They get up into your jersey, they try to attack you defensively. Nice move by Harris.
Blake Harris out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, had 4 points against Miami of Ohio on Tuesday.
Cuonzo Martin knows that the point position is so difficult to learn as a freshman, and Blake Harris getting better, but sometimes maybe thinks too much. They want him to kind of play, free himself up a little bit. Had 4 turnovers last ball game in spotty minutes, so he started.
Traveling violation against Jeremiah Tillman, a freshman from East St. Louis. Cuonzo talked about turnovers and how that is probably the one thing that is slowing this team down.
Yeah, they average over 17 turnovers a ball game. And many times, Dave, as I've watched enough top games, they're sloppy turnovers.
Robertson will kick it back out.
They play at a good pace offensively. They like to get up and down the court. They shoot the ball extremely well. They're aggressive, attacking rebounds.
Cuonzo likes the way this team's playing. Other than those turnovers, he likes the makeup.
Well, think offensively, they're just below 50% from the field, close to 40% beyond the three-point line. So they've got solid guys that can shoot the ball. They distribute it well to each other.
That one's well off the mark from Cam Hankerson. And there's one of those turnovers.
The right idea, but if it's not there, you can't throw it, right? I mean, it looked like it's open. He made that pass. When you make the pass on the move versus instead of planting the foot, that ball has a tendency to carry on you. Carried right out of bounds. Harris very solid though defensively.
Jesperson will kick it back out. Here's Pipes.
Pipes, the freshman. Another freshman getting a lot of minutes and trying to learn the point position. A big-time scorer in high school, has struggled shooting so far at this level.
There's a three from Jesperson again, the big fella. Now with 10 3-pointers on the year and 24 attempts. There's Harris.
So you wonder, Dave, a little bit. Harris is a freshman, comes out, knows he's playing against another freshman, right? Maybe more comfortable than he's been in other games. Talk about comfort.
Whew. That was your heat check, and it's early. Jesperson now 3 out of 3. He's got 9 of the 11. Missouri back the other way in a hurry. Can't get that to go, and here comes Khalil Small. Green Bay wastes little time. Shot clock not going to be much of a factor for the Phoenix tonight. There's a little step back from Small. There'll be a timeout by Missouri. 3 turnovers by Missouri.
Well, Dave, you hit it right on the key. They're going to push the ball, and if they get open shots. Now, the first two, Jesperson, kind of a spot up, right? He had plenty of room, almost like they were going to give it to him. That time, catch, release, quick. Green Bay off to a fantastic start.
I'd say so. Rallied from 18 down versus Eastern Illinois in their last outing. Led for a total of 18 seconds in the second half, but came away with that victory. For a team that had been struggling, that's one of those games where you're anxious to see how that transpires down the road with a rally in a victory like that. Out of the Horizon League, small school, just over 6,000 enrollment. It's Tony Bennett, the Virginia head coach, a Phoenix alum.
The Horizon League, predominantly the favorite team, and again this year is Oakland. Greg Campy does a great job there. They've played at Missouri a number of different times over the years.
Porter just checked in and he knocks home the three. He sat today at practice in that same spot. Probably attempted 25 of those threes, and practice paid off.
Jontay Porter, a solid shooter. Now against Miami, Ohio, they got to him quickly and rushed that shot, but he's lanky, he's tall, good defensively. When he takes his time, he has a smooth stroke.
He's now 10 of 27 from behind the arc. Small, nice touch. A kind roll inside Mizzou Arena on that one, and here's Barnett back the other way. He buries a three.
He hit 5 threes on Tuesday night against Miami. Hey, partner, not much room to take a breath back and forth.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Good pace. Small is a tough matchup. Good with that ball.
How about that? Another kind roll. And Khalil Small, the lone returning starter from a year ago, scored double figures in every game with a high of 20 in their last outing. Robertson to Porter. Barnett off the rim. The tap by Tillman won't go. But then Tillman gets the second tap to drop. Jesperson. That's Phillips. Getting some early run. Phillips will get the rebound. Jontay Porter to the basket. Some contact. They'll say a block against Patterson. We got ourselves an old-fashioned shootout here in Columbia, Missouri. Stay with us. Both teams shooting exceptionally well here in the opening moments. Green Bay 7 of 11, Missouri 5 of 10. Missouri off to their best start since 2013 at 7-2. Dave Neal, this is John Sunvold. And John, you know, when Cuonzo Martin was at Tennessee, those that follow SEC basketball, it was kind of more of a grinded-out defensive style. It seems like it's, I don't want to say 180, but close to it in the way he plays with this bunch.
Well, I still think Cuonzo is demanding on the defensive end. Right. This is what they're going to do. They're going to guard people. They're going to rebound. But he has a team here that has the ability to push. Now, without Michael Porter Jr., who was injured in the first game. But up until his injury, that's what they're planning on, right? They've got an attacking offensive squad. So he's not pulling back the reins. The key, and I've talked to Cuonzo a couple times, is can they continue to get play at a good pace without turning the ball over, without making silly mistakes?
I guess that's the fine line of a coach.
Yeah. Almost, well, every coach probably say the same thing. Everybody likes to play fast nowadays. The key is if you don't turn it over and get shot attempts and good shot attempts.
A little Small. Off to Baines.
Keep an eye on Small being guarded by Robertson. Small's a physical player.
And rebound into the hands of Jeremiah Tillman. He had 6 boards, 12 points on Tuesday against Miami of Ohio. A 70-51 win for this Tiger team. Dante Porter. Cross court with Phillips. Van Leer. Almost an exceptional follow by Tillman, and his effort on the backboard results in a couple of free throws.
And what they love about Tillman is his energy and his continuing to just want the basketball in the offensive glass. Cuonzo Martin has said that no matter what the practice is like, if it's slow, if it's down, the two guys that can pick it up is one is Terrence Phillips, the junior, the other being Tillman. Both high-energy guys.
There is Phillips.
A different role this year for Terrence Phillips, coming off the bench, averaging about 13 minutes a game as a junior. Started every game as a freshman, averaged just under 30 minutes. About the same last year, about 30 minutes. So you're asking a lot of what type of personality can take that kind of somewhat demotion. Well, Cuonzo Martin has huge words for Terrence Phillips. Does what they ask. High energy guy, great guy on campus, and actually in the community of Columbia.
Well off the mark from Parham, and it'll be Missouri basketball. Phillips hit the half-court shot to get everybody out of practice today. And was telling everybody that would listen that he made it. Currier swings it around. Phillips, nice ball fake. Here's Robertson, in and out. Hard to argue the offense. Good open shot.
Again, a very unselfish team. You talk to the coaching staff at Missouri. When they went to Utah, they would all tell you that they thought the players looked around and thought, well, where's Michael Jr., right? We kind of need it. Well, after that loss, they knew that they weren't going to get him back, and so the team changed a little bit, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Phillips. Robertson, not afraid to put it up off the back of the rim. Dante Porter with a long rebound, and Missouri will set it up in the half court. Currier lines it up, rattles in and out. Missouri's out-rebounding Green Bay 12-5 to start this game with a foul. That'll go against Cassius Robertson. That'll be his first.
Well, tough call, but a smart play by Hunter Christ. Put the pressure on the official to blow the whistle. Attack a defensive player. If he can't get his feet set, just continue to go.
Freshman of Crown Point, Indiana.
Saying that a lot about this Green Bay team. Very, very young team. Dave, you already mentioned they lost 6 seniors last year. Plus they had 3 guys transfer away.
There are rebuilding jobs, and then there are jobs like Green Bay, where it's not rebuild your starting 5; it's rebuild your roster.
Yeah, and like Dan Darner has had a terrific first 2 years there. A couple years ago, went to the NCAA. Got beat by Texas A&M in that first round.
Harris will get it. The motion offense. Corner three, no good. Puryear working hard, count it. He'll head to the free throw line.
A little small, got caught weak side by not matching body to body, and Puryear came from your right side of the screen. Nobody on top of him. He went over the top, drew the contact, and finished the play. Strong move.
Puryear averaging 12.5 points a game. Went off that season high 20 on Tuesday night against Miami of Ohio. Here's Crisp. Tough shot. Oh, wow.
Could have had a whistle blown on that one.
He's not shy. The freshman coming right here to Mizzou Arena.
Watch how quickly the Phoenix will switch defensively, how quickly they double team the post, and what Missouri has to do to move the basketball to find open looks.
Jordan Geis got that jumper to go.
Geis physical on defense, but he better be. Small is awfully good, strong with the ball.
Well, Konzo Martin and Link Darner know something about each other. They were teammates for 3 years. We'll break it all down, tell their story when we come back.
All right, fans, welcome to the video board for today's episode of Kid Vinci.
Green Bay leading Missouri 21-19, 11:51 to go in the opening half. And in that Green Bay huddle is their head coach, Link Darner. And you saw a moment ago a link to the past. There is Link, who played at Purdue from 1990 to 1994. 124 games in his career, was a captain his senior year, and he was a teammate for 3 of those seasons with that guy, Konzo Martin. Matter of fact, they won 65 games together. Big Ten champs in that 93-94 season. Konzo averaged 13 points a game over 127 career games. To his left in that picture is Glenn Big Dog Robinson, former #1 pick in the NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks. Went on to have a very solid NBA career. But those two guys, talking to Konzo about it today, Konzo said they still talk. He and Link still talk quite a bit. And this game was actually scheduled before Konzo got this job. So just ironic that they both meet here at Mizzou Arena.
And Konzo said he really doesn't like to schedule friends, right? Because he said the job's hard enough to win and to do what you're supposed to do. He said, I hate looking down the other end because a friend's job is on the line when you're playing competition.
That team in 93-94 went 29-5 under their head coach, Gene Keady.
Legendary, Big Dog #1 pick, as you mentioned.
Puryear, nice strong move. Got right to the logo, took care of business.
It's a little bit about what Kevin Puryear can do, right? He can face up and shoot it. You saw he can put it on the floor. We've seen offensive rebounds. Just a solid player. All freshmen in this league a couple years ago.
They belong to Missouri.
When the offense breaks down, you can't make release passes anywhere to run something. You've got to have guys that can put it on the floor, get to the paint. This year, Missouri's got a few different guys that can do that and score the ball.
Yeah, you want to do that last part. I think that's important.
There's a lot of guys get there and throw it out.
Right. Tillman.
I tell you what, this Phoenix defense, they overplay, they switch, they talk, communicate.
Tillman bobbled it, got it to go. First lead of the game for the Tigers. It happened to the 10:47 mark. That was off the mark. Hankerson knew it, chased it down, but Tillman there first.
But how quickly Tillman can get to a rebound. Got great feet, great hands. Now patience in the post, frees up shooters on the outside.
Guys thought that was off the mark. He went right to the rim when it left his hands.
I don't know if that's a good sign or not.
It went in. I guess that's the best news of all if you're a Missouri fan. It's a 9-0 Tiger run.
Geist aggressive defensively. Phoenix have to find an answer.
There's Small. Boy, he's quick at the point. Misfires. And all of a sudden, Green Bay has gotten cold from the field. Another three. This one from the hands of Jordan Barnett. Timeout, Phoenix.
The number of players that can score and shoot the ball for Missouri. Not only starters, but guys coming off the bench, different people that can put it on the floor, guys that can spot up. This is a team that shoots nearly 40% from three. They share the ball off to a good start.
Well, we have the timeout. Give us an opportunity to tell you Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll take you to Baton Rouge, Houston Cougars, and the LSU Tigers from the PMAC, the Maryville Assembly Center. LSU taking on UNC Wilmington tomorrow. First, you can catch that on the SEC Network Plus. That's coming your way Wednesday night right here on the SEC Network. Also streaming live on the ESPN app. Here's that last play by Missouri.
Paces have been good, and Geis came up the left side. And what you're trying to find is there anybody at the cutting to the rim? And when you have guys that cut and run the floor from rim to rim, shooters will space out. And Jordan Barnett coming off 5 threes Tuesday night against Miami. The spot up, knocks in his second tonight.
Missouri had missed 6 straight. Now they've made 6 straight. And they're on a 9-0 run.
Gonzo Martin defended up over there on the sideline. Like the 6th defensive player.
I was going to say, he's playing as hard as anybody on the court. Chris knocks home that 3.
How about the confidence of Chris? Averages 15 minutes a game, 3 points a game, has now come in here and taken shots with confidence.
He had 7 points against Eastern Illinois. His season high was 9 against Lakeland. Dante kicks it out to Geist. That was pure. He didn't chase that one down.
Geist looks at his energy level is high tonight. Defensively aggressive, pushing the basketball. He's knocked in a couple threes.
Oh, Kristen Small in the same spot. They'll kick it to the corner. That one's buried by Trevion Bell.
Partner, we've got a shootout.
Yes.
Fun to watch.
5 threes for Green Bay, 5 threes for Missouri. Making 6 threes for Missouri.
Barnett took a look around, didn't have to worry about his teammates, lined it up, same spot he was last time.
Jesperson in traffic and travels with it. Gonzo Martin's really giving his guys a lot of freedom on the offensive end of the floor.
You know, I used to think it was only because he just works out on a normal day. Tonight's a workout.
Yeah,
every game.
He's grinding it, isn't he?
Yeah. Never sits down, paces, gets in a stance defensively, then towels off, then back out. A great hire here for Missouri.
Robertson off to Barnett.
Robertson's going to probably search for a 3 himself. Hasn't had one.
Up and under. Got to go.
How about that?
Ankerson.
Oh, great hands by Robertson. Oh, wow. Move your feet, try to get a piece of the ball. The Tigers offensively. Now on a roll, Robertson up and under, up 10 in Como.
Hey, Jonte, let's take a fast break.
Let's do it.
All right, what's your favorite thing to do away from basketball?
It's not a very good one, but I like to play video games.
One thing people would be surprised to know about you.
I'm a good cook. I love to cook.
What's your favorite emoji?
Probably the crying laughter one.
What is your game day superstition?
Always put the right shoe on before the left.
Thanks for taking the fast break.
Little fast break with Jonte Porter. Hard to believe that he should be playing high school basketball right now, but right now he is playing for the Missouri Tigers. And of course, his dad on the bench, his younger brother not on the bench tonight. Saw him today earlier at shoot around.
Older brother.
Older brother.
same grade, older brother. There's Mike Porter Sr. Good player in his own right, played at New Orleans. His wife, Lisa, played at the University of Iowa.
You know, with the injury to Michael in the back, you know, a lot of people thought he was going to be a top 5 pick. I mean, do you still think he's that, or do you think the NBA teams will probably drop him a few spots? I still think he's still a lottery guy, right?
He's the first, second, or third one.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Injury or not?
he'll be fine.
So, I think I know where you stand. I think I know where you stand.
It's kind of like, You know, Ben Simmons, when we watch Ben Simmons at LSU, you have a so-so game. Then you look bored or something. You thought, well, is he that good?
Yeah, he's that good. Speaking of being good, how about Geist off the bench? He was averaging 5.2 points a game coming into the night and has 11. 4 out of 4 from the field.
And has not played well the last couple of ball games, but has been pretty solid this year. Long Beach State, he had 16. St. John's, he had 11.
Well, you said he was coming out. You felt like he had a little bit more energy.
Yeah, I was here Tuesday night, obviously, and doing the game, and he looked tired a little bit, you know, worn down. Hey, kids go through stretches. School gets hard, practices are hard, whatever. He's had great energy on both ends. He's got some lift on his jump shot. Great pass, great pass.
Tough shot. Barnett couldn't get it to go, but there is Tillman following up. That's 9 offensive rebounds for Missouri.
I will promise you, SEC coaches are taking a look and saying, we need to put a body on Tillman. He's mobile, he's active, he's around the rim every possession.
Missouri didn't lead this game until about the 10:47 mark. But they have put it on Green Bay since then.
Great minutes from Terrence Phillips, and look at this pass right on the money. Now, tough shot. But again, if the defense leaves, Tillman seems to find an avenue where nobody's blocking him off.
Well, the offensive rebounds have been the difference in this one. As Missouri shooting 55%, 16 of 29. Green Bay shooting 50%, but they only have 22 shots up. Bell steps back.
Good face up, another freshman.
Joliet, Illinois.
It gets good minutes, just under 20 minutes of ball game, just under 10 points a game. Wow, Geist. It's an offensive show.
Geist now has 13. And he's 5 out of 5 from the field. Remember his first 3? He thought it was off the mark, so he chased it into the rim almost. Oh, how about the block from Porter?
He hasn't chased many more. He's looking to get it again. He's on the left wing.
Harris, 94 feet.
A question Cuonzo Martin had today. Gosh, our point guard, we need some solid men. They have been terrific tonight.
It starts with defense.
Cuonzo Martin preaches defense, and this Tiger team has been aggressive. One of the best shot blockers in the league is Jontay Porter. Here comes a push. Nobody stops the ball. An easy bucket for Blake Harris.
Hey, Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, the SEC Nation team will have a complete breakdown of every SEC team that is headed to a bowl game on SEC Nation Bowl Preview. It's also streaming live on the ESPN app. That's coming your way, 7 o'clock Eastern time on Monday night. Great game between Army and Navy today. Last second field goal by Navy.
In the snow.
In the snow. It's wide left, and Army wins again.
You know, you traveled a day from Atlanta where you had snow and you came to the Midwest and it was clear here, quite nice.
It's usually the other way around, right?
I got a kick when you text me yesterday and said, man, I'm stuck. I'm stuck at home.
Got to hang out with Rob Schneider, the actor, and at the Crown Room. That was kind of the highlight of the day.
Just waiting to see if a flight would leave, right?
Of course, Rob didn't know I was hanging out with him, but I was. We were near each other, so I just said,
there you go. There you go. He's probably tuning in tonight. He's probably an SEC Network guy. Geist is looking.
Porter on the way up, and he'll head to the free throw line.
the pace offensively, the pressure that this Missouri team is putting on top of Green Bay. They are making the Phoenix run back quickly. And the bigs for Mizzou are running rim to rim. So there's a dead sprint. So defensively, that means you've got to run back to the rim to guard it. And then you've got shooters on the outside. You've got to get to them. A tough task.
I mean, this got out of hand in a hurry. I mean, this was Green Bay came out. It was tied 21-21. And ever since then, Missouri has just gone crazy on the offensive end.
Really, the guys off the bench, led by Geist. Phillips was solid. But the energy that came off the bench for Conzo Martin's squad changed it defensively, and then that happened on the offensive end.
First on per year. Barnett back on the floor. Van Leer to the bench. Carr kicks it out in the corner. Here's P.J. Pipes. Good possible.
Good move by Pipes to go toward the corner. It made it easy for his teammate to find it. Good solid shot.
First basket for Pipes.
Barnett, a gifted offensive player for Mizzou. They want him to just settle for threes. He can attack the rim off the dribble.
Porter comes out to set a high screen. Harris. Shot clock at 5. Per year. Step back. That does not drop. Taken away by Harris. Off to Porter. Tried to throw it down, but that'll be a blocking foul against Green Bay. 48-34 here at Mizzou Arena. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in 3 minutes and 48 seconds of game time. Been a good day for the SEC on the hardwood. Don't forget, Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll head to Baton Rouge where the Houston Cougars come a-calling. They'll take on LSU from the PMAC. That's Wednesday night right here on the SEC Network. Catch that streaming live on the ESPN app, of course, 9 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday nights.
A focal point for this Missouri team is the fact that they've averaging 17 turnovers a game. Only 2 turnovers in this first half. Sharing the basketball, 56% shooting, 50% beyond 3. This is a terrific first half of basketball.
You know, Missouri has shot better than 40% from behind the arc in 5 straight games. They averaged 16.5 three-point attempts per game this year. Last year, they only averaged 12 three-point attempts per contest.
Big difference is the ball is not stuck with any of the point guards off the dribble, that it just sticks with somebody. Ball has moved, ball swings. Anytime you play a game and if you have either guard that handles it, if it sticks, if the ball just bounces, you miss the movement of players and guys getting open for shots.
Green Bay is shooting 50% as a team. Nice catch,
but help and recovery quickly by this Tiger team defensively.
That's P.J. Pipes. That won't drop for Pipes. Rebound. Goes right into the hands of Barnett. Man, he transferred in a couple of years ago from the University of Texas.
Native of St. Louis, Missouri, played at CBC High School. Won a state championship on this court. Next year, Kevin Currier from Blue Springs South won a state championship on this court. How about that?
Geist having one of those nights.
Offensive machine.
Geist, 15 points, 6 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc.
And his assignment on the defensive end is to stay with Khalil Small, a great offensive player.
Can he do it again?
Why not?
First miss. Foot a little bit left on that shot. Pipes, good strong rebound off the miss from Small. Tillman spins into a triple team, but chases it down in the corner. Harris says, I'm open, might as well shoot it. Probably should have thought twice about that. Pull-up jumper from Pipes.
There's a few big guys on the floor looking around as though, you know, I kind of run halfway down and the shot's up, and I'm running halfway back and there's a shot up. Good pass.
Porter. He got it to go, and Porter now has 10.
Only has scored 2 points in the last 2 ball games.
How about Geist and Porter off the bench combined for 25 points?
Wow. That's why coaches talk about being ready, being prepared. You never know when it's your night.
Missouri with 22 points in the paint. Green Bay just 6.
Boy, the pace that Blake Harris has pushed the basketball and wide open guy. Another assist, another 3 by Barnett.
That is his 4th 3 of the half. He's got a dozen. That's 3 Tigers in double figures, and Missouri with 57 points here in the first half. 57. That one goes down for Jesperson. He was hot early. Jesperson now with 11. Geist just continues to fill it up. He'll head to the free throw line.
He took a look, maybe a handoff. He knows that the Green Bay squad has been switching. So if they're going to switch, that means they kind of are waiting for the handoff. He simply turned the corner. Wow, what a first half.
So Geist will head to the bench, and what a half. 18 for Geist.
Many people in Mizzou Arena standing when for Geist as he went out.
He has already matched his career high here in the opening half. The season high was 16.
Boy, Mizzou is an aggressive defensive team. They communicate, they talk. You can see the reaction of Cuonzo Martin on the charge.
Cuonzo Martin, he has been involved in this one from the opening tap.
And this could be a fitness video. I mean, think about it. You just follow along, never sit down, back and forth, up and down. He is into it, and his players are into it. Shot clock, game clock, 5 seconds. High screen and roll. What do they got?
And Phillips travels with the basketball. Got pinned down there on the low block. And that'll do it for the first half. A season high for points and a half. 60 for the Tigers. Their previous high was 54 against Wagner. Geist did most of the damage. Ties his career high with 18. It's halftime here in Missouri. Let's get to the studio. Peter, it's all yours. The beautiful Christmas lights, Broadway, here in Columbia, Missouri, on a cool, crisp evening that has seen Missouri warm things up to the tune of 60 first half points. They lead it by 20. It was tied at 21 apiece at about the 11-minute mark, and then Missouri went crazy. Dave Neal, John Sunvold, and what happened? I guess is the easiest question to ask.
Geist happened.
Yes.
Right? Off the bench, Jordan Geist took over the game. Offensively took over the game. Sometimes we think defensively well. Offensively, he took over the game. Shot the ball extremely well. Everything he put up went in. 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 beyond the three-point line. He was quick off the bounce, and when he went off the bounce, he looked to score. Most of the time, he passes, but what this Missouri team did offensively, they pushed the ball, they spaced it out, they shared the ball. 8 of 17 from the three-point land. And when you're shooting it like that and playing defense on the other end, What a great first half.
You look at the numbers and staggering numbers offensively for Missouri. And, I mean, let's face it, the first maybe 6-7 minutes, not maybe the kind of lockdown defense Cuonzo Martin wanted. Then they got that, and the defense led to some easy transition points. And they hit the backboard. I mean, they're up 9 in that department. They dominated the offensive glass as well.
And one of the key focuses was turnovers. Only 3 turnovers that first half.
Missouri will inbound it. Robertson will get it to Harris. Puryear, Barnett, and Tillman on the floor for Missouri. See where Green Bay goes to try to get back in this one. There's another 3 on the way, and they continue their hot shooting as Jordan Barnett knocks home another one, and that is 5 threes again.
And the quickness of Blake Harris off the dribble in attacking mode, more so than he's been maybe any game this season.
Pipes gets that one to go. First basket of the second half for Green Bay.
And you know Green Bay's got to stay with what they do. Solid defensively, keep guarding, you really got to make Missouri make shots, right? Keep forcing them to take jump shots, get a hand in their face. I'm sure the coaches at Green Bay said there's no way they can continue to shoot at this pace.
Tillman. That one is blocked inside by Manny Patterson, who's playing with 3 fouls. Small catch, shoot, off the mark. Tillman the rebound. Tillman now with 8 of those to go along with his 8 points. Some miscommunication will lead to a run out. Here's Small. That'll be a foul against Kevin Puryear. That'll be number 2 on him. So here's Khalil Small, the only returning starter for the Phoenix.
All defensive team player a year ago in the Horizon League.
He scored double figures in all 7 games. Looking to make double figures tonight, and he has it.
And we talk about how young this squad is, except for Small. 75 straight games he's played, starting in 67.
Harris. That won't go. Tillman, though, another offensive opportunity for the Tigers. Well, I like the way Tillman's playing here tonight. Very active on the backboard.
Well, think how quickly, again, if you don't put a body on him to block him out, he beats guys to the basketball because of his quickness. Lost about 10 pounds between his leaving high school and getting here to Missouri. The weight program this summer, great pass right on the money.
10 points for Tillman. He is 1 rebound away from a double-double. You and I have been around this game a long time. It's hard to really judge a team on how their game day practices go, but you just kind of today, Missouri had that focus. They were crisp.
You know, there's an excitement a little bit too when players. Yesterday was stop day, last day of classes for a semester. Now next week will be finals. Not as much fun. You got tests, you have practice, you come in, coaches try to balance how much work goes into a workout. But think of the excitement when you get done on yesterday or Friday that these players are like, good, classes are finished. Let's concentrate on a couple tests. But it is nice to be able to get done going to class.
Foul on Puryear. It looks as though Harris got popped in the rib cage.
How about that seal? Stepped right into the defender. All by himself.
You know, Cuonzo Martin talking today about kind of feel sorry for post players the way the rules are in the game now. And that'll be a foul on Phillips. But it's hard for a post guy to post like they used to in the old day. Get wide, get big, get your arms out. Because now if you get outside your, quote, cylinder.
Yeah. And you used to be taught to get outside the cylinder, right? Yeah, the game has changed. And that's why big guys like Jontay Porter, they can all step out, face up, shoot threes. The game of pick and roll is dominated basketball. Bigs that set picks, pop out.
Phillips. Barnett. That won't go. Knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Green Bay. By the way, Tillman with his first career double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds for the big fellow. Averaging 9.5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds. His biggest issue was just staying out of foul trouble.
Yeah, he was good against Miami, Ohio. No foul problems. No foul problems tonight. I think it's the hardest thing when big guys come to this level out of high school. Is moving your feet, blocking out without grabbing, because in high school usually the biggest guy. And there'll be challenges for Tillman when SEC play starts, or when they play Illinois coming up in a couple weeks. Bigger, more mobile athletes.
Jesperson knocking that home. He has 4 3-pointers, 14 total points. They're small. Oh, splits a double team. Can't get it to go. Patterson is there for the tap in. 18-point lead for Missouri. Dribble weave, top of the key that Coach Calipari ran at Memphis so long with Derrick Rose. There's a takeaway by Green Bay.
I'll age myself. New York Knicks ran it right back to the Walt Frazier and Dave DeBusschere.
Yes, you just did.
I was a kid.
I was trying to talk to the kids today. You know.
Boy, silly mistakes by Missouri in the offensive end.
Missouri up by 18, 14:57 to play here in the second half. Right there, that group right there trying to figure out what you were talking about with the New York Knicks back in the day with Dave DeBusschere. They're a little confused. Dave DeBusschere doesn't play for our Missouri Tigers. This Missouri team has put together 4 players in double-figure scoring. You know, we've all talked about the improvement this league has made.
Yes.
And all you need to do is look at this. Now, I know there's a lot of basketball left, but it has been a long time, long time since we've seen the SEC put together a resume like this. And we're closing on here middle of December.
Arkansas with a good win today over Minnesota. Tennessee with a win.
A&M with a win.
A&M with a win, yeah.
Kentucky with a win.
Yeah.
Mississippi State with a win. You know, this Missouri team, strength of schedule, #1 in the country. Of course, you mentioned Illinois coming up. It'll be an interesting race through the SEC. Teams may make strides, but it may be hard to see the end result because the league is so much better.
The league's better, Dave, and I've not sat down and taken a look at all the scheduling, right? Sometimes you play home and home, sometimes you don't. The key will be, the fun part for us and for SEC fans is the fact that we're going to look at 6 or 7 teams, or maybe an 8 team buy-in for that NCAA.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that, there will be a 7 and 8 team discussion as we hit late February. Who will those teams be?
And home crowds will matter on games down the stretch, more so than any year that, in the past 5 to 10. I know this place has changed overnight with the excitement. Obviously, Michael Porter Jr., but he's injured. Still a great crowd. They're coming out.
Well, this is fun basketball. It's my first time to see Missouri in person. And, the way they play is enjoyable.
I saw Frank Martin earlier in the year, and when he was at Kansas State, this place was full. And his first thing to me said, gosh, it's going to be fun that Missouri's back to where it used to be. So you start looking at different places and these teams and the excitement's built around all of these squads through this league.
That's the first foul on Tillman, but there some banners hanging. 2012 tournament champs in the old Big 12 before
that was the last year. And they were in the Big 12 tournament, won at Kansas City. Good double team.
Baines stripped out of his hands by Puryear. That'll be the third on Kevin. Make that the fourth on Kevin. Jonte Porter will check into the game from Missouri. Also coming in is Jordan Barnett. A lot of time left, 14:07. Remember, this Green Bay team rallied from 18 down in their last game to come back and win against.
I'm surprised Baines, they didn't call that in the act of shooting. Seemed like he was inside when he was going up to shoot it, wasn't he, when they blew the whistle? Huh. Baines, the hero of the game against Eastern Illinois, the three that tied the game and the short layup that put this Phoenix squad ahead of Jay Spoonhour's Eastern Illinois team.
Turnover by Green Bay. Gives it right back to Missouri.
Did you not think Baines was fouled?
Yes,
shooting?
No doubt. Robertson. It's been quiet tonight.
Have not needed him, and that might have been the first time that he kind of went searching for a shot.
There's Christ in the corner. Back to Hankerson. Green Bay shooting 45%. And score the basket. Suchak Baines, Northwest College, Community College transfer.
Solid move, quick with the release on the way up, not at the peak of his jump. Very tough for a defender to try to get to that shot.
And he makes it a 15-point game. Suchak Baines, born in India but raised in British Columbia. Averaging 3 points a game as Green Bay now on an 8-0 run of the last 3 minutes.
Say this about the Phoenix. They have stayed aggressive defensively. They have challenged Missouri to make better plays offensively. They've stayed in this game. 8-0 run, as you just mentioned.
It's the fourth foul on Manny Patterson. 6'8" freshman out of Chicago. Green Bay without their point guard, Khalil Small. He's not even on the bench right now. Tillman with the basket.
Nice step through.
And there's a steal. Harris fouled by Christ. And lack of Khalil Small on the floor. And here he comes now. Good check in.
Good foul by Chris because Harris had Geist wide open for a layup.
Geist off the back of the rim, long rebound out to Tillman underneath. Oh, that's an easy two for Jordan Barnett.
Good hustle by Tillman. Rebound and assist.
Takeaway by Geist on the run. He will gently lay it in.
Maybe. Ish.
Let's just say the rim's not rattling. He got up there, though, and a block foul against Geist.
What a night on both ends. A big smile on Geist's face as his teammates about this right here.
I'll give it to him.
I'll give it to him.
Give it to him, right?
Khalil Small, that's the line for the Phoenix, shooting 1 and 1.
So Small will head to the free throw line. Khalil, 92% at the line, 35 of 38. Averaging 15.5 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He is a do-it-all performer for the Phoenix.
6'2", 215. I mean, he looks bigger than 6'2", taller for some reason out there, but gosh, solid 215. He's a tough matchup. Good off the dribble, quick, strong when he gets in the paint. Has a good fadeaway jump shot.
There's a couple of double-doubles this year. Timeout taken by Link Darner and the Phoenix, Missouri. Back out in front by 19 here at home, trying to close it out.
Tiger fans, time for the sheet metal workers next game announcement. There were 2 Tigers in the back.
Missouri led by 20 at halftime. Their lead is 19 here in the second half. Dave Neal, John Sunvold, glad you could join us from Mizzou Arena. Don't forget, Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, the SEC Nation team will have a complete breakdown of every SEC team that is headed to a bowl game on SEC Nation Bowl Previews. Also streaming live on the ESPN app. Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and one of those games we'll be talking about Missouri. Who thought that they were going to go to a bowl game in October, right?
1-5. Obviously, you call the SEC in football, and I saw you a couple games when you were here. I came up to the booth to say hi.
That was nice of you. A lot of work, I know.
Yeah.
But thanks for doing that. But Barry Odom gets a 2-year contract extension.
Yeah, it's good. Helps recruiting, correct? But the turnaround that football team had, it's a rare thing in athletics that you see that kind of turnaround.
Yeah, no
right? question.
And I've said all along, it's not the X's and O's that impressed me. It was Coach Odom's ability to keep that team together when it was at a real low point.
And you know, and the fans know watching, in today's world of coaching, I mean, every loss that you have now, especially football, in this league, right? It's another set of alumni not happy. Right? Every place.
Timeout on the floor, under 12 media timeout. Missouri up 19, back in a moment. Hey, well, at halftime of this game, the Missouri football team got a nice standing ovation from the folks here at Mizzou Arena as they're headed to a bowl game, as we were just talking about. One of the great comeback stories of the 2017 campaign, headed to the Academy Sports Texas Bowl to take on the Longhorns. Here, the Missouri Tiger Hoopsters leading Green Bay 73-54. Missouri with an RPI of number 3 in the country, number 1 strength of schedule. And they have looked every bit the part here tonight. What is when you look, you could take tonight's game, but I mean, you've seen this Missouri team a bunch this year. What is the biggest change from last year to this year that you notice from sitting here courtside?
Well, first of all, the talent level is different, right? You add some new bodies, and then the maturity of the guys that were here the last 2 years. Phillips, Puryear, guys that are now leaders of a team that when you're a freshman, sophomore, it's hard to lead when you're a young team. Now they're juniors. They've got leadership. You bring in some talent. Jordan Barnett's a senior, so he's now playing that his talent can. You know, last year was kind of 3 minutes here, a few minutes there, that he wasn't a full game guy. He was on the floor, but he didn't contribute as much as he probably could have. More depth this season, which means then more competition in practice for minutes.
I mean, Terrence Phillips, you talked about earlier, averaged almost 30 minutes a game last year. He's averaging 12 this year. Bell can't get it to go. Here's the rebound to freshman Harris.
And I don't know this answer, but put yourself in Phillips or Puryear's shoes and think of how fun it is to win, right? The energy to come to practice and to contribute and to lead and all those things.
Too strong by Porter. This Missouri team off to their best start since 2013 when they started 10-0.
Good pass, good run the floor.
Chevalier will get that basket. Harris. Boy, Porter crashing the glass, trying to keep it alive. Here's Small the other way. Khalil. scramble underneath and a foul as Barnett gets his hands on the basketball. That'll go against Small. His second. 4th team foul. Cassius Robertson back on the floor. Had 17 points on Tuesday night against Miami, but tonight just 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Averaged 16 points a game at Canisius last year.
Last 4 ball games, 16 of 26 beyond the three-point line, 62%. Now with this lineup, Robertson can handle the ball out front. So can Geist, either one.
And Nico's foul. He'll head to the free throw line. That'll be on Parham. Here's a guy that, had that hip surgery in high school, and Nico. Last year tried to play a few minutes, and you could just tell he wasn't fluid. But boy, he has changed his body. He almost doesn't look like the same guy on the floor.
I was talking to Chris Hollander, one of the assistant coaches, and he said this might surprise you, John, but one of the great turnarounds will be, and when he's done here playing, will be Reed Nico. He said he's got great hands, terrific feet, the work ethic. He's big, he's long, he's going to get stronger, but they think in the next couple of years he's going to be very valuable for minutes.
6'10", 250-pound sophomore. Parham on the front of the rim. Here's Geist. Up ahead, nice catch by Barnett. Keeps it alive to Nico. Geist will run the point. Geist all the way to the basket.
Most explosive I've ever seen Geist in a Missouri uniform.
Well, he's got a career high 22 tonight. Chevalier steps back, buries the 3.
And need I say another freshman for Green Bay? Boy, what a young team.
Chevalier on the year, now 5 of 17 from behind the arc. Geist in and out. Oh. Bell and Puryear jawing it up. And for Puryear, he just got a technical, or double technicals on Bell and Puryear. And for Puryear, that'll be number 5, and he'll be done for the night.
Double technical fouls on 13, serving on Bell and Green Bay, and 24, Kevin Puryear.
So Bell gets 2 on that one. He gets the initial foul and then the technical.
Running down the floor. And
I don't think I heard. I don't read lips, but I don't think they said Merry Christmas.
it didn't look like there was a whole lot there, did it?
I think that probably happened somewhere on another trip down the floor, and they just
I mean, it wasn't. I know the refs, you always want to control things, but neither one was going to.
Puryear will call it a night. So Bell will take a seat. Bell now with a couple of fouls. But Puryear will finish the night with 4 points and a couple of rebounds. Eight and a half to play. It was tied at 21, and then Missouri just went crazy in the first half. They put up 60 in the first 20 minutes of this game. Here's Robertson.
Another difference this year, Dave, you asked me, is you add a graduate transfer like Cassius Robertson, calms everything down on the floor. Can shoot it, can score, solid defender. Another piece of the puzzle.
Grad transfers become such a valuable commodity in college hoops. I think of Florida. Igor Kulichov.
Oh, wow.
Good work underneath from TJ Parham.
Now, here's what's interesting, Dave. We're at 8 minutes, just under 8. It's a 14-point game. Couple threes.
You'll get it into single digits.
Yeah.
Mentally.
And then you get a nervous crowd.
Tapped around, and it belonged to Missouri. Green Bay's outscored Missouri 21-15 here in the second half. They have cut it to a 14-point lead. But Geist having a career night with 22 points to lead everybody. Missouri led by 20 at the break. Green Bay hasn't gone anywhere. They've cut into that and knocked it down to 14 here in the second half. 7:34 to play. Wednesday night, 9 Eastern, we'll take you to Baton Rouge, where the Houston Cougars will face the LSU Tigers from the Maryridge Assembly Center, affectionately known as the PMAC. That's Wednesday night right here on the SEC Network, also streaming live on the ESPN app. LSU, though, has business to take care of tomorrow as they will take on UNC Wilmington. Missouri 22 of 38 in the first half, but in the second half, just 7 of 22 from the field and 1 of 11 from behind the three-point line. John Hampton holding one of those. Have you shot with one of those new Nike basketballs? Those things are nice.
Do you like them?
Good grip.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I know you're working on your game, trying to get healthy, get back into the church league. They're missing you a little bit.
You know, church league just
Because you're trying to get back.
It's not the same, really.
No.
It hasn't been the same since I went down.
Since you went down, they need you back.
The entire league, just not my team. The league needs me.
Oh, the league needs you. They need to sell tickets. Pass the plate. We need Dave back. How is your jump shot?
It's good.
Okay.
It was with Pat Bradley, former Arkansas player.
Teach you a little bit? Oh, nice pass.
Didn't teach me that. Didn't teach me the nice pass to Barnett.
The shooter, he loads it up, shoots it. Could you stay with his range or not?
Yeah, we did a little video. Storyline breaking down a play, Florida's offense, and I was out in the wing. I played the role of Igor Kulichov.
Oh, you did?
And yeah, it's on tape. I knocked down a bunch of shots.
Okay. I'll believe you. I'll go with it. I'm going with it. I'm your partner right here. I'm going with it.
Bell back on the floor. He gets a nice welcome back from the Missouri student section. Bell, the technical a moment ago. Here's a takeaway by Harris.
Same player as Tuesday night that I saw, but different. More aggressive with the ball, defensively quicker, attacking mode offensively, much like Geist. I think the coaches told their guys, hey, play. Feel free to play. Good kick out.
3 from Robertson. And for Robertson, his first 3 of the game, and he's now up to 7 points.
That's what he does best, 44% from the three-point line.
Boy, there's a guy who has filled it up. Jesperson, his 5th 3 of the game. He leads Green Bay with 17. That's the last time out for the Phoenix.
And good stroke with confidence.
Jesperson, 6'8" senior. Transferred in from Pepperdine a couple of years ago. Some news and notes from around the SEC. Of course, good day on the hardwood for the conference. Some good wins by the SEC as Arkansas upsets 14th ranked Minnesota in an electric atmosphere at Bud Walton. And boy, when that place gets rolling, it's hard for anybody to win there. Barford with 22. And how about Tyson Carter at Mississippi State? The only unbeaten team left in the conference is down in Starkville right now.
Q Weatherspoon has had a couple sayings to that on game winners and at the buzzer.
Yeah, Mississippi State, a team that's quietly under the radar, and obviously play will heat up for them. They have not played the toughest schedule, but maybe not a bad idea for a team that's got some new pieces. But they sit there at 9-0.
Well, you're trying to, when you look at this league, you're trying to think where is an easy win, right? Where do you think an easy win is?
I don't know if there will be one.
I don't either. Well, look at the Tennessee squad. Weren't they picked like 13th for this league?
Right. I think the surprise on one end, we talk about the teams that really made improvements. One team that's really surprised me is the way they've gotten off to a start. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
3-6.
I watched them the other night, and they didn't shoot it well, and it didn't look like the same guys. Now, I think they'll get it together. It'll be a dangerous team. That's Steph.
Well, Porter takes it right to the rim. Yeah, Florida was a second-half basketball team last year. The last third of the season, anyway, they were really good.
Well, look what South Carolina did to get to the Final Four. They were really a defensive team all year, and when we do games, it was hard to watch them offensively. And then all of a sudden, click, and went on a roll. We know Vanderbilt will be better offensively. That's a given.
Wow. Skies to keep it alive. Last touched by Missouri to belong to Green Bay.
Now, Cuonzo Martin said after Tuesday night's game against Miami, the team that played the hardest did not win. So I think he must have sent a message in practice, because his Mizzou team is all over the court, aggressive against on the rim, attacking.
You mentioned Tennessee, picked kind of bottom half of the league coming into the season, but yet ranked in the top 25 right now. A week from tomorrow, North Carolina hits the Thompson Bowling Arena.
Wow, won't that be an atmosphere?
They had a heck of a game last year at Chapel Hill.
Well, we know how good Rick Barnes is, right? And he has a squad that plays extremely hard for it, and enough bodies that will play. Guys that can defend, guys that can score, unselfish.
Chris trips. Foul against Barnett. Look at our preseason coaches polls, and there's Tennessee sitting there at number 13. Will Wade's got his team playing some intense defense, and they play like that most of the games. They're going to have an opportunity. They'll be in the games late with their defense. Alabama's a team I'm still trying to figure out. Trying to figure out. They have talent.
Yes, they do.
But they lost.
You were there the night they lost, correct?
Central Florida. And it just didn't look good.
Well, we know that Auburn can put 100 on anybody. Right? I mean, really, offensively. If they get a couple guys back, it'll be even more dangerous. Question there, can they defend well enough down the stretches of certain games to win the big one, especially on the road?
Well, they always say defense travels. You can always play good D.
Yeah.
Sometimes the shot won't be there. 1-1 coming up for Missouri. And one thing I noticed tonight is the intensity on the Missouri defensive end of things.
The difference I noticed, again, I was here Tuesday night, is the aggressiveness of the point guard position. Anybody who's had the ball when they're in the game, attacking offensively. I mean, they have been in attack mode pretty much from half court, kind of on a downhill run, right? Attack, especially Blake Harris, a freshman. Again, I'm sure coaches, it's such a hard position to learn. At times a coach has to stay, you know, me yelling at you and trying to get you better, but you still have to play. You've got a great feel, use that feel.
Under 4 minutes to go. Offensive foul. Christ, a little out of control underneath the basket. And that'll get us to under 4 media timeout. The Tigers have been flying high since we got started here at Mizzou Arena. They're in control of this one. It's coming down the stretch. Hey, Missouri's sitting on 86 points. They've already scored 90 points 3 times this year. That didn't happen a whole lot in the last few years around here. 86-67 is our score. Time for our Good Hands play, brought to you, of course, by our friends at Allstate. And this is what it looked like. Guys, can he throw it? Yeah, we'll give it to him. And the bench goes crazy.
You know this that's going to be played a lot when they're in the film section.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, this is going to be a heavy discussion amongst his teammates.
See, some people are going to say that ball got out of his hand before he grabbed the rim on the way down. They're going to say it's not really a dunk.
My kids would probably say, you used to go ish, right?
Yes,
They would dunk ish.
Did you ever?
I'm giving it to
Wait,
him.
did you ever have it done? Did you ever?
Not in the game. Summer league.
Yeah.
Summer league. Kind of worry you might miss.
I'm
You know,
starting
you
to
don't
wonder,
want to miss.
are you just telling me that because there's no way we could verify it?
Yeah, that's so old anyway. That was after we ran the weave.
Guys.
Might as well.
Oh, he just continues. Just continues his career night, 25.
He will not want this game to end. Keep it going. Guy still asks Coach if there's a doubleheader. Another team coming in. Let's play again.
He is 10 of 13 from the field. Here's Small. Small has a dozen points. Now Phillips will slow it down for a second. Missouri shooting 51% from the floor. My goodness. 28. And a pile up under the basket. Score it for Sukjot Baines.
11 of 14 from the field. 28 points. The bench, all smiles.
His career high coming in is 18. Well, looks like Cuonzo Martin's going to clear out the bench. Listen to the ovation for Geist.
Well, it's got to feel good. Good contributor a year ago for Kim Anderson's squad. Not known to score a lot, but 14 starts last year, averaged just under 10 points a ball game. So, well, 28's a huge number. It was not on Link Darner's scouting report that Geist is going to light it up for 28.
Well, I watch Van Leer practice, and he doesn't miss anything. He just can't seem to get it translated to the game.
Yeah, he's a shooter, and the hard part is you know, once you're in the game, I mean, if you're a shooter, you got to make shots, and he has struggled. The odd part for Cullen Van Leer this year, he has missed all 6 of his free throw attempts. Last year, an 83% free throw shooter. It's confidence. Got to do some work, practice, but you just somehow got to do it yourself when you get in the game. Make a shot.
Rao picks up that foul as he just checked in a moment ago.
Chris to the line for the Phoenix shooting 2.
Terrence Phillips has not scored, but my guess is he's going to try to get a couple of those guys that came in, Wolf and Rao, a shot on the other end.
So Christ Makes it a 21-point game with 1:29 to play. Missouri searching for 100 points.
Oh, good pass. Got him.
So Rao in the books with that field goal. Chevalier knocks down his second three of the game.
He's got a comfortable stroke outside. Good face up.
Don't think Missouri's going to get that century mark. They haven't scored 100 since 2012. Maybe they will. Phillips with a three. They'll get at least one more shot at it.
So Phillips got Rao a bucket. Got himself in the scorebook. Maybe gets one more chance. See if he gets Wolf a shot. A little hop there. 29, partner.
Say shoot one more, right? Try to get 100.
Yeah. I just want to see Phillips is kind of reading this out. He's got one guy, got himself. Now can he get Wolf one?
Try to pick and
Try
pop
it again. He'll try it again.
There he is.
But you got to have a better pick. You got to have a better pick so the pop's more open. Here we go. Got it.
There it is. And we got 100 and Wolf buries a three.
Wow. How about the bench reaction?
And that'll do it. 100 on the big board for the Missouri Tigers. First time they've scored 100 since 2012.
You know what? Wolf hit a good one, but give Phillips credit, right?
Yeah,
he kept working to get the guy shot. Look at the reaction from the sideline. What a ball game for this Tiger squad.
You know, after what they've been through the last couple of years, good to see the Tigers having some fun on the hardwood. They win it here in fine fashion, 100-77 over Green Bay. Up next, it's SEC Now. So for my partner, John Sunvold, the rest of our exceptional crew, I'm Dave Neal saying so long from Columbia. Let's get you back to the studio.